I wrote a 2,400-page book some years ago called Managing Self 128 Dynamics. And one chapter of that concerns the 64 challenges to being a self in modern circumstances. And one of those challenges is the fact that being itself, existing, takes place in plural media. And so you could be a self face to face in your locality, but be nothing globally. You could be a self face to face, but be nothing on video. You could be a self via humming little tunes to your wife and kids and be nothing musically. Um, so you you decide to be per medium, and there are still traditional cultures. Japanese culture has decided to be oral and avoid writing for 2,000 years. And fundamentally, Japanese people do not use writing, do not organize their brains with writing, and do not act in organized manners. And this whole emphasis on seishin and spirit and yaruki and hiring people to practice working 18-hour days to prove they really belong to the group, all of that is really an insistence on oral culture and a refusal of writing from China. And they're still refusing writing today in the 21st century. So Japanese culture has decided to be not in the written medium, but to be primarily in face-to-face emotional interchange. And they want to be oral culture. They do not want to be written culture. And everything at every level of detail indicates they are either incompetent or unwilling to be in written culture and to work in written culture. This explains the mysterious Japanese meeting where you just take turns, everyone going around the room saying how they feel about something. They euphemize and justify and excuse that by saying, well, Japanese like to understand everything from the beginning, but what they call understanding everything from the beginning is, I won't read anything. I won't use models, build models of what I know. I won't listen to your model of what you know. And so the only way I'm going to start from the beginning is make everybody tell me everything that they know in oral terms. So it's really a refusal of writing. It's really got nothing to do with we prefer to understand everything. You could understand everything a lot better if you built models of what everybody said around the room. They never do that. It's just a refusal of writing and a refusal of abstraction, a refusal of model building, and a refusal of concepts. And Buddhism in Japan has said that concepts are a step to hell for 2,000 years. People believe that, and they don't use concepts. They don't like them. Lots of other cultures in the world like that, that refuse one of the major mediums of the world, and in the Japanese case, refuse writing. Um, and once you understand this, you can really take a Japanese group of 30 people and make them 100 times more effective by showing them how fleeing to oral culture makes them not do their own goals and dreams. And it just takes days. It doesn't even take a week to turn on that switch. And they find it so thrilling and liberating. And so the idea, and I've done this with 275 of my own seminar students. So anybody who says this doesn't work in Japanese culture is a fool and a liar. It does. And I've got 275 people you can phone out there who've won prizes. Over 30 of them have created their own design businesses. 2 of them are 34-year-old CEOs of firms with more than 5,000 employees. So this works. And the idea that it doesn't is just crap. Defensive crap by culturally weak people who want to stay weak. Now, we all have this choice. Do you want to exist in music or not? And play in the world of people who interchange and exchange musical signals as opposed to some other signals? Do you want to exist and play in the world of video and exchange videos with people that they appreciate or that get mass produced because they're wonderful? Do you want to exist in the world of humor? By not taking the world seriously and by helping people get out of the seriousnesses that trap them and then make them ineffective. So there's a complicated typology of media, and I've mapped out about 12 media that people exist in, can exist in, and I measure for executives and leaders and celebrities how big an existence they have across all of those. Do you exist on all of them, and how big is your existence? How hefty is your existence on all 12 of them? And I give them a little profile map, and people are astonished that no wonder I'm treated the way I am or I'm mistreated the way I am because of the shape of the degree to which I exist in the actual ways I could exist in the current world. Uh, I urge you to read that book, Managing Self 128 Dynamics, and measure yourself along those dimensions.